him.
I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Smack 'em a gob, it's time for the only news that matters on Oh My God, Kiss Wednesday. And Kiss released its second studio album, Hotter Than Hell, in 1974 with the songs like Parasite and Let Me Go Rock and Roll. Going Blind, titled initially called Little Lady, was another song from the album, as Gene Simmons explained during their MTV Unplugged performance. The track talked about a dying sea captain trying to reach a mermaid. In their book, Content Under Pressure, Geddy Lee mentioned that Rush often listened to this song and made fun of it during their tour with Kiss in the 70s. Lee revealed that Neil Peart created the line, "I think I'm going bald," due to Alex Lifeson's fear of losing his hair in the future, and he used various remedies to prevent it while still young. According to Geddy Lee, Peart came up with this line thinking about aging after being inspired by Kiss's song and Lifeson's fear. The rocker noted that although the piece was considered sentimental, it was actually a funny one regarding its sound and story. He added, contrary to what people thought about them, some of the Rush songs were far from serious. Geddy Lee also said, "We were touring a lot with Kiss in those days, and they had a song called I Think I'm Going Blind. So we were taking the piss out of that title by just coming up with this." Peart came up with this line, "I think I'm going bald," because Alex is always worried about losing his hair, even when he was not losing his hair. So he would try all kinds of ingredients to put in his scalp. And I think I just got Neil's thinking about aging. Even though we weren't aging yet and had no right to talk about that kind of stuff yet, it would be much more appropriate now. And it just became a kind of funny song. Even though the song is not funny in terms of its sentiment, it kind of is. And the music is really goofy. A lot of people mistake us for being deadly serious, but some of our songs are just plain goofy. Well, there you go. I known that forever. You know, I think even before I knew that story, when I would hear that song, I Think I'm Going Bald, I would think of Kiss, because I owned Hotter Than Hell before Caress of Steel, and I knew they toured together back then. So I was thinking, I bet you they came up with this song goofing on Kiss, I Think I'm Going Blind. And sure enough, I was right. But it's an okay song. It's not one of my favorite Rush songs. Actually, it's just barely okay. I Think I'm Going Bald is all right, but that's just my opinion. I know people have different opinions. People out there will probably say, I Think I'm Going Bald is awesome by Rush, but I Think I'm Going Blind by Kiss sucks. Well, to you, I say, oh my God, don't say that. Going Blind is awesome. I love the hell of that song. It's so stupid and crazy, and so is the Rush song, but, you know, Geddy saying, well, you know, it's funny, but it wasn't meant to be funny. I don't ever remember listening to I Think I'm Going Bald and thinking, this ain't funny. Or they ain't attempting to be funny. It's a fucking funny song to me. And it's one of the songs, there's still a couple left. This is where Rush ended, really. With the first album sound. Because the second album had Best I Can and a couple other ones, and this one. This song could have fit on the first album. Then after Caress of Steel, it was full-blown Rush. That's when they became a different band, though I love that. I love those first three albums. They're freaking amazing. And I love the first three Kiss albums. They're freaking amazing. And I was thinking earlier, what band do I like more? Kiss or Rush? You know? Rush, of course, musicianship-wise, they would eat Kiss for breakfast. But I don't know about them being better than Kiss, because I don't listen to music thinking, oh, technical. I just love the songs. And then, but Rush as well, though, as technical as they are. I was listening to 2112 the other day. It's a freaking masterpiece. It's amazing, and it's a fun listen to me, just as fun as Rock and Roll Over. But man, Rock and Roll Over, though, man. To go against 2112, I gotta tell you, it's a dead tie with me. I can't pick one over the other. They're both amazing, and they're both different parts of the freaking musical spectrum. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people out there are like me. I've seen a lot of people. And then there's just people that are like, hey, man, Ace Frehley sucks a good guitar player. Oh, my God. You're going to put Gene Simmons against Geddy Lee? You know, of course not. You know, I mean, it's the songs, bro. I don't know why people don't understand. It's the freaking songs. You know, people say, oh, Kiss is all a gimmick and this and that. If they were all a gimmick, I would not listen to Kiss. You know who uses a gimmick as well? The worst band I ever heard in my life, Slipknot. I've never heard a worse band than Slipknot. They make me miss Sammy Hagar. All right? Their music's terrible. Their image didn't grab me. Now, if they had cool music, maybe it'll work, you know, but Kiss, the songs, man. I discovered Kiss with the music before I knew what they looked like. And I loved it, you know? It's like, but, you know, people don't understand that. And I'm not saying, oh, the younger kids. No, man, the older kids too, man. When I was a little kid, the older kids said Kiss sucks and they can't play and their songs suck, you know? I'm in that little gap in the 70s where all us kids got it, man. You know, I came in around Rock and Roll Over, you know, and I got it. I got it right away, you know? Kiss rules. I goof on them a lot, and I get accused all the time of not being a fan. But nothing can be further than the truth. I love Kiss, especially 70s Kiss. Not rarely, you never hear me talking bad about a Kiss 70s album. Ever. And that's excluding the solo albums. Yeah, I got some bad things to say there. But that doesn't count, okay? Kiss albums in the 70s, every single one of them freaking rule. And I can only think of 2 or 3 fillers in like 6 albums. 6 or 7 albums. I love Kiss. Yeah, I think I will put Kiss above Rush. Anyway, there you go. Neil Peart. Is it Peart or Peart? You know, I know somebody will try to correct me, and you can shove your correction up your wazoo sideways. Thank you so much for watching The Only News That Matters. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Kiss. And smack 'em a gob.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so never more shall we see you again.